What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we are starting a new project. So you recently see a couple projects leave in the last few videos, and this one's been hanging around. Danny and I went and picked it up in Indiana, I don't know, several months ago, and it's supposed to be a quick, simple project, but other projects that were supposed to be quick and simple turned out to be not quick and simple. Therefore, now we're finally getting to this one. So this is a Whipple supercharged Coyote. Bad boy, 3-liter on top. It's on a low boost, you can tell by the ginormous pulley, but these Gen 3 motors, they only need like 10 pounds or so before they start making upwards of 700 horsepower at the tire. It's an A10 car, it's a premium GT package, has good brakes, leather interior, all the goodies inside, digital dash. It's filthy, we have to wash it, but it's ceramic coated, it's in really, really good shape. And it has 6,000 miles on it, and we are about to remove the second engine that was put into it. There was a big craze last year, 2020 to 2021, where the dealership in Lebanon, Ohio was building their own basically performance cars and sending them off. And they had a company that was actually backing a warranty on them, and this is one of those cars. Come to find out later, that warranty will only cover one motor, not the second one. So there's obviously something else going on with this thing, whether it's the use, if it's being savagely beat and having a lot of intake temps, or if it just can't hang, I don't know. But we haven't even turned it over, and we probably shouldn't start it. We know that it's broken, but for the sake of listening to what it sounds like and probably getting a better idea of what the heck is going on, we're just gonna crank it over real quick and then shut it off. So you guys will see this build obviously through and through. It's gonna get hopefully it doesn't need a crank. It's gonna get rods and pistons, just machine work, and put it back together, and then dyno tune it, make sure it's safe to get beat on the highway, because that's mostly what he does with it. But let's see what a supposed blown engine sounds like on this thing. Oh, there we go. Flashing check engine light, misfire. Yeah. It feels like it's missing. Stinky. Really doesn't sound that bad though. No. Oh. Valve train noise almost? Huh? Is that valve train noise, or is that just the injector clicking? That could be the high pressure. Yeah. Definitely seems to be some more noise at the top end on this side. We're gonna rip the codes off of it while it's running, so we have a notation of what's going on with this thing before we just start ripping shit apart trying to find it the hard way. It's gonna be a fun car when it's done. I can't imagine it does really well on the street tires. Record in your phone, notate the code that's gonna have flash here. 5 code. Alright, well that's all you guys are going to see on this for right now. We're going to pull the codes off of it, we'll share that with you guys. And then once we have the motor out and start inspecting some stuff, we will get back to you guys with the second half of this video. So make sure you guys subscribe down below so you guys can see what's going on with this. And we have another old project that we're going to be starting on really soon that's just been sitting around. So, all right, we'll see you guys in the next video. Well, we're not leaving yet, actually. Just hang tight for a minute. Let's get into the bottom end of this thing and see what happens. All right, quick update on the engine codes. It has multiple misfires, random multiple misfires, misfires on cylinders 2, 3, and 4, and bank 1 too rich. So she definitely got some issues. I can't believe how well it's like actually sounds and runs and idles. Technology's amazing. Did no problem starting up. It's been sitting for God knows how long, like almost 2 years. Not here, but feels like it. But the guy who owns it has had it for about 2 years. All right, anyway, let's tear into the motor, get this thing out of here, and keep you guys updated on that. All right, guys, what's up? I wanted to close out the video, or I should say the second half of this video, just show you the carnage that we got out of the 19 car. I just want to preface this also before I show you any of this. I don't really know what the deal was with this car yet. You know, obviously it's 8 and 2 motors up, but this is one of those Lebanon Ford 2019s with a Whipple on it. It did come with an aftermarket warranty to cover the modifications they did to it. It is not covered under factory warranty anymore. I think is the gray area of this project because it already had the motor replaced one time before. So we did get it all apart. Everything actually looks really clean. There's no cylinder wall damage. The only thing we found was a mouse nest in the middle, and they started chewing on the knock sensor wiring. It didn't look like anything that would be grounding out. Maybe that was the cause. It had no knock sensor reading. So that will be something to address. Obviously, we have to repair that before moving forward when we put this thing back together. But otherwise, the engine's extremely clean. I mean, we just took one of these out of a 100,000 mile car and it is destroyed. This thing looks brand new. It should need minimal machine work, which is all very good. And everything is looking nice. The heads look good. Bolts, everything looks good. We're going to be doing a few upgrades. So we're going to do ARP head studs while we're in here. We're going to do a billet, crank, and oil pump gears while we're in here. And then obviously we're going to be doing a rod and piston combination. So let's show you the actual failure. Now, don't mind the mess. We have to clean up and start organizing this stuff to get it to the machine shop. So this is the best layout right now with a full shop. So let's dive right in. So we had a misfire on 2, 3, and 4. This one looks pretty good. There was one of them that has just a slight crack in the ring landing. Is the indication that something's wrong with it. Oh, there's that one there. So that center chunk of the piston, you can see where it changes color. That's ready to come out. If I played with it, pulled the rings out, bashed it on the thing, it broke it there. It broke it into the top ring land also. You can see the discoloration. I'm not sure if the camera's going to focus on that. Nothing else around the outside. I think that one was 2. And then as we get back, it gets worse. Look at this one, broken in the same exact spot. This one's got a chunk that's ready to come out of it. On one side, other side's okay. Otherwise maintains. I can still move the rings around. Oh no, the middle one's kind of stuck in there, but the top one moves freely. You can see there's not a whole lot of meat on the ring lands. Small ring package, which is common nowadays. Look at that oiling ring. There's like nothing there. So that's interesting. I think this might be the last one. That had a big old honker out of her. That one's okay. There she is. That one's easy. So I'm curious to know what causes this. They obviously had to be doing some kind of tune-up. So I'm going to be reading into this. I'll bring you guys updated information on this in the next video we have on it, once we kind of have a game plan of what's going together, and hopefully we have a rod and pistons here, and we're putting the short block together. You can see the sunburn on my forehead from welding. Because it's kind of odd. I mean, the motor has knock sensors. It has the ability to reduce timing, so it shouldn't really have a detonation issue. I mean, it obviously will, but for it to collapse 3 pistons like that, kind of rough. I have no idea what the target air fuel ratio was on this thing. You know, we haven't pulled the base file out of it yet, but it had to detonate, it had to rattle. You know, it broke the piston. So We're going to be putting an aftermarket forged piston in it. We're going to be putting an entry-level but forged rod in it. Rebalance it all. Obviously remachine it. Go through the heads, make sure that that's all good. But for the most part, this is going to be a budget-oriented rebuild. We're not doing anything crazy. We're not putting valve springs in it. We're not going to do anything nuts aside from reliability. So oil pump gears, crank gear, piston, rod, rings, retune it. Put it back together. Now we do think that there might have been a cat issue, and I actually thought that this one was replaced, but I don't know why that piece of tubing is galvanized and all the rest is not. So that's kind of interesting. But let me see. Nope, that one's okay. Hold on, it's hard to do and record at the same time. Did you hear that? There's cat material. This cat is all broken. So, good chance that had something to do with the engine failure. That is the side that broke everything. So, it could have been trying to fix it, and it just couldn't fix the fueling issue is usually what a cat will cause. And, you know, that could have been the cause right there. All right, so that wraps up the Lebanon 19 Performance Pack Whipple car. We're going to be bringing you guys updates when we get the parts for it, and then you guys will see a lot more on this going back together. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, this is a relatively simple project. I'm going home right now, ordering the stuff. It's dark, but the tube front end is all on Zach's car. You guys will see more on that. The Z is dynoed. You guys will see some more on that soon. And we got some other stuff going on. So make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. We'll see you guys in the next video. And please, please, please check out the merch website down below. And make sure you subscribe to the channel so you guys can get updates in future videos. Thank you again for watching. Bye-bye.